On phone line, Dr. Swamy, you heard Syed Wasim Rizvi of the Shia board. He just went and met Sri. He's very positive about the talks that happened. He says that a majority of Muslims want peace and not a legal resolution, because legal resolution, they all feel, will lead to further heartburn and perhaps violence. And it's only a certain mullahs among the Sunni sect who are still disputing the entire process. Your thoughts on the latest initiative taken by Sri and the meetings which took place today?
Yes, Mr. Rizvi of the Shia Waqf board had also met me earlier, and he's very clear, and he has a locus standi because the masjid is actually a Shia masjid, and even the supervisor, who's called Mutwali, is still hereditary, and his descendants are today, his descendant is alive today and he lives in Ambedkar district of Uttar Pradesh, which is next door to Ayodhya. So there's no difficulty because for him, what really matters is he's also got a petition saying that the Sunni Waqf board has no locus standi, and that has to be heard by the Supreme Court.
Yes, sir.
So in fact, his contribution is now very crucial, and it's a very positive contribution. He says we want a masjid, but we also want a temple. So let Ram Janmabhoomi be entirely for the temple. And where the Shias and the Muslims are in concentration, which is on the border of the Ambedkar district, let there be a masjid built there. That's perfectly acceptable to the Hindus.
Yes, Dr. Swamy, one last question to you. We've spoken with Khalid Rashid Firangi Mehli, also a member of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, on phone. He says this has all been politicized. These are people who are pro-government, who want to be relevant, and that's why we are the biggest stakeholder. Sunnis are the biggest stakeholder, and All India Muslim Personal Law Board, as their rightful spokesperson and upholder, will be represented. We are waiting for the courts to come out. Why is this parallel dialogue happening at this 11th hour? Dr. Swamy.
Well, in all democratic countries, consent order, that is, the two parties meet outside and see whether they can come into an agreeable order, that the court also welcomes that. And you may remember the Chief Justice asked me that before we proceed in the matter, why don't you try for a compromise? I said it's going to be difficult with the Sunni. He said, but still try, give it one more try. And I did try and said that everybody is agreeable, including the traditional and historical owners of the masjid, which is the Shia Waqf board. But the Sunni Waqf board is taking a hard line, and they have their own reasons. But whatever it is, that they have been a party so far unchallenged. Now they are under challenge in the Supreme Court, whether they are the real party or the Shia Waqf board is the real party.